Back in 2003, two British climbers, Shane Oley and John Aaron, had a crazy idea to climb 500 routes in a single day. A few years later, my friend Tom and I decided to take on the challenge and try and beat the current record. We knew it would be a brutal day, but after 17 hours of climbing, we'd both done 550 routes. Our record stood until Pete Bridgewood raised the bar again in 2016. My aim today is to try and do more than 600 climbs in 24 hours. I'll be climbing in the Peak District in the UK and will visit 8 different locations. My friend Tom will be accompanying me throughout the whole challenge to help me select routes quickly and keep count.
Because it is... What time are we on?
11:01.
Oh, 11:01. I need to, I basically need to start because I'm 1 minute behind schedule.
Okay, do you want me to start the stopwatch?
The official stopwatch, let me undo my chalk bag. Oh, yeah.
Oh, look.
Oh, I've already clocked in 3 routes.
Well, let me just...
Don't mess that up. Okay.
0.
0.
Every route.
One of those. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, go!
For a route to count, you can either climb up or down. So of course, the most efficient way is to weave your way across numerous crags, climbing up one and down another.
I've missed one somewhere. 3. Did those?
You did this one, you down climb.
Yeah, 4.
And you did the one to the right of it.
5.
But the ground was a little bit damp. That was slightly frustrating because you're running between different routes and obviously you can't solo with wet feet. You end up wasting a ton of time just drying your boots.
It's a bit damp on the ground, so to go from crag to crag and not have to take my shoes off but not get them wet, then I'm using these bad boys. So that's the plan.
It was a little trick, it kind of worked, but also kind of didn't very well.
Oh, they're actually really slippy. I'm like... Oh, that was terrible.
The forecast had rain coming in the following evening. With only a 20-hour window, this would actually mean I would have to climb one route every 2 minutes.
Like on paper, this challenge is totally possible, but really freaking hard. That is 14.
You always just think it's fine when you're doing them in the light and you're like, ah, yeah, I remember that. And then you don't.
I started climbing at a crag called Back Forest, and I would say things went pretty well. I just kept climbing up and down, and Tom was a really big help, pointing out the routes and guiding me from below.
Lovely sound. It's very reassuring. Pete, yeah, you're going to be dreaming of this sound for the next few days. So that was 36.
In about an hour, I'd already climbed 50 routes and most of the routes on the crag.
Very good. Oh, that went well. Yeah, it's 50 an hour without driving.
I was kind of thinking, should I jog? Should I not jog? But then I realised this is really a marathon and not a sprint, and I don't want to waste loads of energy right at the beginning of the day. So a power walk it was.
You know when it's really late though, you don't feel like eating? Not like that keen on eating. And also, you know when you're doing exercise, you don't really feel like eating. But I'm going to eat anyway. Right, we're off. We are at crag number 2, and this one is Windgather, and it's full of absolute classics.
And probably this is actually my favourite crag for the challenge. The reason being is that the base is nice and flat, the walking is nice and easy, and also the rock lends itself perfectly for soloing on this type of mission. Because of this, you can actually just move really fast here, so you can just whip up one route, down the next route, up and down, and it's really fun just to get into the rhythm of climbing.
Good, that was a good few routes. Yeah, that was good. It's nice when it's actually nice rock and it's not green and...
Also, because it's early in the challenge, you don't have the fatigue, you don't have the mental fatigue, and I think I managed to rattle off about 60 or 70 routes in around an hour.
What's the total? That was good. Quick crag, I feel like that one.
113.
Oh, nice.
When I left the crag, I was feeling really positive about how things were going. I was actually a little bit ahead of the schedule I'd set for myself, but I knew that, of course, later in the day, then I was going to be getting more tired, things were going to slow down, and I also had crags which weren't quite as favourable towards this challenge.
It's basically ultra running.
Yeah.
You're ultra climbing.
Should we go?
Yeah, ready?
Yeah, I'm ready, yeah. The dreaded Castle Naze.
I would say this was the crag I was most apprehensive about. First reason is that I didn't really know the crag that well, and then the second reason is because the crag was just a little bit blocky, and it also just doesn't feel quite as secure in that sense.
It's like the shortest approach ever, but it's too long.
There's a bit of panting going on.
I'm panting, yeah. I feel my legs on that. It'd be nice to get climbing and then actually warm up a bit.
So when we got there, the wind was blowing really hard, which again makes things a lot more difficult.
Best sponsor, John.
The Johns are bonning. Click me!
Although the routes were short, they just weren't that good. They were a little bit scrittly, had a little bit of loose rock, and in general just weren't that nice to climb.
Happy with that.
So the crag done?
It's just tiring with the wind. It's just constantly. That was kind of horrible. Just like slightly longer routes, harder. Hadn't really practiced all of them. And really freaking windy, cold.
After leaving Castle Naze, I probably had around 200 routes on the clicker, and I was actually just starting to feel it.
I'm excited for the next because it's Harborough. Harborough is actually limestone, and it's nice and short, and there's lots of easy things. So I think I can rattle them off pretty quick.
I got to Harbour Rocks in the early morning, and this is actually a really good crag for the challenge because the routes are really short and you can get a lot done in a very short space of time.
This is what we're talking about, look at that. Classic. Disappointingly, the grass is wet, which is kind of annoying. Yeah, so I might have to use the boot covers on this leg. Click me. It's gonna be freaking slippy. But this is definitely somewhere where I could fall over.
So I was definitely a little bit slower on this crag than I would have liked to be. One, because I had to do more shoe cleaning, and two, because I had to climb in a slightly more secure and slower way, just because the rock didn't feel quite as grippy as it should have done.
Boy, that's a big horrible spider. That one. Yeah.
I'm like napping and panting at the same time.
5-10 more routes. Yeah, last buttress. Nice. It's a crag tick. Well, not the whole crag, but close enough. Slightly slower than I would have liked, just due to the wetness in the grass. No, thanks, that's good. I need to drink and eat, but I feel good after that crag actually. I want to down climb something on here. I'm definitely getting to a point where like I can feel it.
To be honest, Baslow felt a lot like home turf. It's kind of my side of the peak, so I know it a lot better. It just feels a lot more like home.
Roger bonnet me in. Oh yeah, I can go down the arete. Looks easy. Down here, won't it?
Yeah. I'm going to put the book down. Oh no!
At Baslow, I was just trying to keep moving. When you get halfway through a challenge like this, it's easy to become more relaxed and then consequently move a little bit slower. So the really important thing for me at this point was to just stay efficient and keep a good steady pace and just keep moving.
More towards the end section where that jam and blast it is and stuff. That's Roger. Roger. That is a
Roger, roger. 300!
We started on 240, 65 at Baslow. So that's pretty good. I think we estimated 60 to 70, so we're bang on.
I got to Birchin and I was actually feeling pretty good and I was ready to put in a good stint.
This is my parents, by the way, so Jill and Paul.
So you're going, it's up this little buttress here, up this thing.
I'm telling your mum about the Click Me system. Just so you know. So he'll say Click Me at the top of a route, and then you press it and go Roger or whatever you want to confirm it.
I got a few routes into the climbing and then it started spit spotting with rain.
No, I can't be stalling around when it's like this. It's just pretty stupid. Put my shoes back on for a bit.
Of course, when you're soloing and when you're climbing, you don't want to be climbing on wet rock.
So it's like 30% chance, and then it's less than 5.
Yeah.
Picks up a little bit at 5 o'clock.
5 o'clock.
5 o'clock's 20% chance.
I mean, it's still raining a bit. Yeah, this is annoying. Especially when you've done 320 routes. and I mean, this was always the risk of today, but I just thought it was going to come later.
On a challenge like this, 45 minutes feels like an absolute eternity.
Yeah.
You might catch them on the way back.
What a load of crumminess.
I was kind of thinking that the previous 320 routes might just all be for nothing and we would have to stop the challenge there and then.
Yeah. Well, I'm basically halfway, yeah.
Just under.
Yeah, just under, but yeah. Awfully greasy. I mean, my foot slipped on a foothold at the bottom of that route over there, so.
That was a 3A.
And that was a 3A. So. So, yeah, kind of frustrating because I didn't think that it was going to rain, but what can you do? Are you going to wait it out a little bit?
Well, if you're waiting it out a little bit, I can't very well not wait it out a little bit, can I?
Well, what else?
Seeing as I'm guidebook duty, there's not a lot else I can do, is there?
I mean, how's actually stopped raining?
Yeah, there you are, you see.
The rain stopped and the wind picked back up and I was able to carry on climbing and finish off at Birchin.
This would be fine.
These were your down climbs.
Yeah, I can just up and down climb these. How many? What routes are on here?
Okay, let me get my glasses on.
Deep Blue Spears. It went alright. We had rain. Then we had wind and it dried out. So that was good. I was nowhere near my target of routes which I wanted to get, which was 180. I got 90. I got half. But I'm on like 400. Well, 396. So effectively 400. Which means like 100. I think there's probably about 100 at Berwick North. What do you say? Yeah. So I think we've got about 100 lined up for Berwick North, and then we've just got to smash 100 at Stanage, well, 100 odd at Stanage.
When I got to Burbage North, I was really on the back foot. So it was really crucial that from here, I got everything right.
400. 400P. 400. Roger again. Roger.
So I knew I had another 200 to go, which is a whole another 1/3 of the challenge. But I always feel like at these parts of the challenges, it's this time where you really have to like focus, knuckle down, and just grind it out.
Really tight, especially because the weather is coming in. And he's tired. There's been a lot of mileage, and now it's full pressure. Like there can't be any mess ups.
As I have you here, I want to remind you that Global Crack School is open again. We've taught crack climbing for over 15 years and have coached complete beginners to literally the best climbers in the world, like Adam Ondra and Janja Garnbret. So if you are ready to stop struggling with cracks, unlock your full potential, then use the link on screen to join Global Crack School today and bag yourself a spot. You'll get the opportunity to ask your questions directly to me through the private community. Also, the course has lifetime access, so you can take everything at your own pace. Or you can even get it now and take it later. So, with that being said, I'm really looking forward to seeing you inside the course.
We used to come on here and do 100, or either on here or on Stanage soloing. But that was probably 50 years ago.
It's when you get to this point where you just have to put your head down and just go one route at a time, one move at a time, one top out at a time.
Once you stop, you're buggered. Well, you're at our age anyhow.
Let's have a vibe check, Pete. How you doing?
I'm pretty tired now.
Yeah, you're looking more bamboozled than you were an hour ago.
Yeah. I just feel like I should be on higher numbers, you know? But I'm not.
This is one of only 2 times in your life that I think I've seen you looking tired.
Is there some food in that bag? Like a pouch? Is there a pouch? Just in my jacket? A pouch? Just chuck my jacket.
You want some food?
Yeah, in the jacket. Or you throw me my... Yeah, or just grab the...
jacket.
It's in the jacket.
501.
Whoa! God.
One more crag left, Pete.
One more crag. Yeah, what are we on? 536?
536.
That's 65 routes. 64 routes
Yeah.
to 600. Then everything else is a bonus.
It's feeling intensely possible now.
Yeah, it is, if this weather holds. I hope there's some just some really short routes right at the beginning.
Even though I was incredibly tired and I could feel that my body was very sore, I actually had this new wave of energy because I knew it was the last crag, it was the last stint. I had around 60 routes to go to get to the 600 mark, and then I knew anything after that was obviously a bonus.
You get so tired by the end that the move of doing a reverse mantle off the top of the crag just feels like too much. So what you can't do anymore is you can't go like this, turn round and step down. It's just too much, so you have to go to the edge. You sit down there like a chair, and then like an old person, you turn around and you just flop over because you're so tired.
Here he comes. Come on, Pete. I don't understand. Am I in the right area?
Twinkle Toes, yes, one of them's a mod.
The right one on the left.
The left.
And then suddenly you end up drifting into the middle of Stanage Popular End, where the routes get a little bit longer, and suddenly routes were taking me 2 minutes or 2+ minutes, and I really didn't have that time on the clock.
No, it's fine. Hard severe? No.
After climbing a load of longer routes, we then moved across the crag to a shorter section. I was on about 590 routes, and then I could start to feel a little bit of rain in the air.
Once he's come down, you've got 2.
Very elegant for 600, isn't it?
600!
I made it to 600 routes, and it was still just wispy rain in the air, and the wind was really strong, so it was just blowing it around and nothing was actually getting wet.
Nice, 600!
What's next?
Right.
602!
Any other good ones around here? Yes.
So at 611 routes, when the rain finally
yeah.
started and the rock actually got wet, I stopped climbing.
Yeah,
Right, should we call it a day? Oh, God. Thanks very much for the help.
Big work.
Yeah, nice one, thanks Tom.
Nice one.
Really good. Whew. Yeah.
That was a monster day.
Yeah, it was a big day, it was bigger than I was expecting. 300 ups, 300 downs. That's 3,000 metres up and 3,000 metres down. That's 3 El Caps up and 3 El Caps down. That's a lot. That's a lot. And just in time, the rain is coming in. So we need to, oh yeah, there you go. 611. I've lost my shoes.
No idea.
I'll go to Sweden in my TC Pros. Tomorrow, I go to Sweden tomorrow in my TC Pros. On the plane, walk through the airport in them.